Greetings. I'm Terry Ketchum, CEO at Presbyterian Social Ministries. Today, we're going to hear a story from Paul Mahoney. We had a donation last year. It was a mystery donation. It was a stack of boxes that was wrapped individually, and we weren't quite sure what was in it. And we heard it was an outfit that was picked out especially for one person. It was a complete outfit. It was blouse and slacks, shoes, purse, even earrings. This year, the same person reached out to us. And so we had the idea to maybe reach out to him and get him to tell us the story behind the outfit. So today, we're going to talk with Paul Mahoney and find out the story behind the mystery gift. So Paul, tell us how this idea came about. How was this idea born?
As far as the story of the outfit, Mama was bedridden, and we were chatting as we did all the time back in the bedroom. She called it the Betty Bye. That was where she would go to Betty Bye. She had all these expressions. So we were chatting, and she's of course bedridden. We're dependent upon people to help her with everything, but so alert for the most part and alive. And she just randomly said, we were talking about Easter. This was right when COVID started to hit. We didn't really know what COVID. This was March, Easter of 2020, right in that time frame. So at that point, I didn't understand what was coming. So Mama randomly, just as we were chatting, she just kind of randomly said a new outfit for me. Asking me, basically a new outfit for me. And I was like, of course, what a great idea. And then a light bulb went off that how fun this would be to do this together. So I go back to work, mention this to a colleague, because we used to get magazines here all the time. LL Bean, you name it. And we weren't anymore. So I mentioned this to a colleague, and she brought a Talbot's catalog that she had, and she said, here, I'm a big fan of Talbot's, because I think I must have mentioned Talbot's because Mama's got a closet full of Talbot stuff. So I now have the June Talbot's catalog. Fast forward to August, 2 months later, and I lose my mama to COVID. Fast forward a couple more months, Christmas is coming, this catalog sat on my desk at work. All of a sudden I thought, what a great idea. Go ahead and let's buy this outfit. So I called a young lady up at Talbot's who answered finally after a month of thinking about this, and we ordered this outfit that kind of with my mama in mind that I would have done. What we were going to do was do this together. Now I'm doing it myself with her in mind and looking down on me from heaven. So Talbot's was really sweet. They boxed up the outfit, and Christmas was coming, so they boxed them up, wrapped them up nicely and as Christmas presents. I put them under the Christmas tree right over here. Christmas came and went, and then I was looking for an outlet to donate this outfit to, and that's how I ended up ultimately with you guys. So that's how the outfit idea was born, in honor of my mama for a young lady for Christmas.
Tell us how you're keeping her memory alive now.
And then from there, I came up with the idea of doing it every Christmas. And then when Mother's Day came around, or when Mother's Day was coming, I thought, well, let's do another outfit. So what I'd like to do for the rest of my life, Lord willing, is to work with you guys or whoever, and maybe get with somebody in mind and order a nice outfit. The idea, or one of the things that I thought made this so sweet, was the expression that Mama used, the term outfit, which in my mind meant shoes, pocketbook, jewelry, blouse, jacket, pants. So that's the idea there. So here we have, this is the Mother's Day. So these are not wrapped so good because I wrapped them. When the Christmas one, the first one, Talbot's wrapped them. This time, the outfit just came to me, as individual things, and I wrapped it up. So, and I guess I wrote this story here I'll just read this real quick. The story behind this is that Mama was bedridden, and we were always discussing things to look forward to. We were talking about Easter coming up, and she suggested we host a family gathering at the house. Around that time, the spring and March of 2020, during one of our visits, sitting together in her bedroom and chatting and holding hands, she said, "Sugar, a new outfit for me?" Question mark. In a sweet kind of pleading tone, like, am I worthy of a new outfit at this point in my life? And of course, my immediate reaction was, you betcha. Yes, you are. And what a great idea. We're going to get this together. So this was right around when COVID was taking over. And we certainly did not understand the significance that would mean for Mama. But I was struck by her hopefulness, considering her condition. She loved life and was not ready to give up. Her spunk and spirit were never stronger. Boom, this project was born. What a great idea. Around June, I mentioned this to a colleague, and I was given a Talbot's catalog and couldn't wait to sit with Mama and pick out an outfit. I loved her using the word outfit, for that conjured up in my mind an entire ensemble from shoes to jewelry. Alas, COVID hit home, and after a very hard fight from the strongest 93-year-old ever, I lost my best friend August 23rd, 2020. So as Christmas approached, I was constantly reminded about our plans by the Talbot catalog sitting on my desk at work. I realized I wanted to go ahead and purchase this outfit for Mama. I reached out to Talbot's, and together with their customer service young lady, we picked out an outfit to donate. And then as Mother's Day was looming in 2021, I thought, what a great idea to put together another outfit in honor of my sweet Mama. It was so much fun the first time. So I picked up the latest Talbot's catalog, called their order line, and we put together this outfit. We hope you love it and are so grateful for this blessing you are giving to my family. Bless you and thank you. Paul. There you go.
Paul, tell us the story behind these notes.
I've got this paper and I've started it in there, and it's random thoughts. So what I'm writing down is some of the random thoughts that she said. One of them was the festive, the comment about Christmas and do we take the garland down? What do you think, Mom? Should we take it down? And she said, well, it's festive. So that's why it's still up. The random outfit about a new outfit for me. One time she said, we're going to have fun the rest of our lives. We're back there chatting. Her quality of life is what it is, and she says, we're going to have fun the rest of our lives. Will never forget that. And it keeps me going. It keeps me going. We were talking last night at dinner about people dying of a broken heart, and I absolutely believe that happens. And I have an experience of not a family member, but someone who I think you could say they died of a broken heart. And so I'm trying to do the opposite, which is to live the opposite of dying, of which you kind of want to, a part of you does want to do that. But I'm going to have fun the rest of my life in between the stressful periods where I'm coming unglued, like I had a moment of one day this week. Well, I want to tell, this is a very, almost the heart of the pre-grieving process, if you will. When COVID hit, so I will back up a little bit. COVID hits March-ish of 2020, but we've got people coming into this house because we needed it. There's nothing we could do. Right. We had no choice. We needed help. We needed 24/7. There was nothing we could do. We had our regular caregivers. Then we had the hospice people. Then we had a nurse practitioner, because then Mama got out of hospice, so we had this nurse practitioner agency that were taking care of her, her medical needs. So they were coming in, but there's nothing we could do. And so then finally, July 3rd, the morning came of July 3rd, and the day caregiver got here, and the night caregiver, and they were chatting, and I was here. And all of a sudden, they're telling me from back there, something's wrong. Mama's weaker than usual. Something's not right. So we realized we got to call 911. We all rush to the hospital. They get there first. They get admitted. And then I get a phone call, because this was COVID. This was July, so the hospital was closed. So I'm outside in the car. I went to get breakfast. Anyway, I get the call. Yes, they're both positive. The caregiver and Mama have COVID. So our worst fears have happened. So she's at St. Vincent's for about 2 weeks. And then by this time, all the facilities are starting to adjust. And so hospice has now, by this time, they've now got a dedicated hospice unit over at their facility on the Costa Rua hospice facility over there. So now Mama gets transferred to the hospital. So I had put these signs up to assign each. One of them basically says, the affirmation of our faith, we'll never give up on you, Mama, trust in the Lord. And then the other one is the family. I just listed all the family members. We love you, we're praying for you, Hardy, David, and Paul. That's me and my brothers, the Mahoney boys. And then I listed the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren, and I said, many friends and family, we love you, we're praying for you from all over. So then when she got to hospice, the hospital trashed the ones I guess they felt like they couldn't be whatever. So I had to do 2 new signs, essentially the same, took them to the hospice unit, gave them to the man at the front desk for them to put up in her room, so that as we called, or as I called in, because since I couldn't see her and she couldn't see anybody, and all she had was these people in these astronaut outfits coming in, to care for her. I think about how scared she must have been. So those signs were so important to me, because it was a way for the caregivers, not so much Mama, she could maybe see them, but for the caregivers to know, to put a name and a little history to this patient. So that's why they were so important, and that's why they're still here, because they represent a time of hope, because she tested negative. A month. I have an exact number of days. I think roughly 40 days. If you think about a 93-year-old in a facility, not able to see anybody, probably so scared, but she tested negative. She never had a fever, and she was on room air the whole time. She was never on oxygen. So when I got her home, I thought we were out of the woods. And then 5 days later, she was gone. So, what I want to say is, there is no doubt in my mind, 100% in my mind, that she made it to get here for me. She made it all that time to get here for me. And then she was home here at 4132, and she was okay. She was ready to go. Because those last 5 days, what I wanted her to know, to be sure she understood, and as I had to retrain these new caregivers, because now that we were home, is keep telling her that she's home. And so I know that she fought that fight, because I know people who lost their loved ones to COVID in a facility where they never got to see them again. They left the house and they never got home. And she did it. She did it for me.
Thank you so much, Paul, for sharing this story with us. We're excited to be able to work with Paul to help keep his mother's memory alive and to keep giving every year to someone that deserves a brand new outfit. Thank you, Paul, for thinking about Presbyterian Social Ministries, and we're glad that we are your partner of choice.